Alpha Omega Family Services was formed in 1996 and provides educational services on estate planning, asset protection, and planned charitable giving. Our knowledgeable presenters cut through the legality and present information in clear, everyday language to communicate what can be difficult to understand.
Having our wishes put into a trust by an ethical and faith-based company meant so much to Denny and I.
The process that we went through to draw the trust up was very simple and very speedy.
We knew we needed to set up this trust for our children so that they would not have to go through any problems when we passed away.
Well, probate by definition is a legal way of transferring your assets onto your heirs after you've passed on. Now, some people think a will is enough to do that, but a will is nothing more than a letter to the probate court. If you have a will, your estate has to probate.
During our living in Brazil, my dad passed away, and we went through the probate process with his estate.
Our family personally went through a tragedy. We lost our brother-in-law at a young age, and he did not have a living trust. And my sister and my niece at that time had to make some very difficult decisions that I know that he would not have wanted them to have to make.
It took about a year for everything to go through probate because my grandfather had a lot of stocks, he had properties, he had rental properties. And so that whole process took a long time.
I became aware of trusts and the difference that they were between probating a will, and I recognized that I didn't want my children at the time of my passing to have to go through the probate process.
Alpha Omega also helps facilitate the initial procurement of affordable estate planning services and legal services through an affiliate company with licensed provider attorneys in the states which we operate.
The process was really very easy. There wasn't any pressure with it, but it gave me time to think about those decisions and how they would impact my children at the time of my passing.
The gentleman that delivered the trust to us took a great amount of time. We sat at the kitchen table, we had a cup of coffee, and he reviewed everything that we had gone through in the trust and all the things that we had decided we needed to add and subtract. They were all very well explained to us.
Stocks or anything like that that you've purchased, whether or not you want them to go into the trust or be a part of the trust, if you've got questions, it's nice to know that there's somebody that you can call and get advice on doing that, and if it's not something that you can do on your own, that there's somebody there that can do that for you.
I now am reviewing the trust again and making a small change to it, and it's as simple as my making a phone call.
Everyone at Alpha Omega was so easy to deal with. They were so professional, and they just gave us great service, and it was just a wonderful experience to go through. They were polite, they were kind, and they were very sincere, because sometimes these are difficult decisions to make, and they understood that.
As people are educated in solid estate planning, wealth and asset transfer concepts, and planned charitable giving strategies, they are able to make better decisions that will minimize the burden on their families, minimize tax consequences, ensure inheritances are better managed by their heirs, and pass meaningful gifts to their local churches and other charitable organizations.
I just have a great deal of peace today, knowing that at the time of my passing, that my children won't have to deal with the details of my estate.
I think the greatest gift you can pass on to your children is the gift of peace, knowing that they don't have to make decisions at such a difficult time, and that our wishes have been taken care of.
It really gave me peace of mind being able to go on our 20th anniversary trip knowing that our kids were taken care of.
I wouldn't do it any other way. It was the best thing that we did. I'm so happy that this was in place when my husband passed away.